how to use EQ to filter your reverbs and make them sit better in your mix? Find out in the next couple of minutes. Okay, so to demonstrate how I mix reverb, I'm going to be using a track that I recorded, mixed and mastered for Melbourne artist Southbound on this track called Julia, which should be released in the coming months. So let's just first take a listen to the vocals without reverb.
Want to do, stare it down. My dear Julia, how could you do this to me? You tear me down like I'm paper thin. If I'm being...
Okay, so there's the vocals without reverb. And now I'm just gonna turn on my reverb send here. So what I've done with the routing is I've just routed it to a parallel send. And then on here, I've already got my reverb here. These are the settings, and I'm using the Valhalla Vintage Verb, which I predominantly use. And I've just sort of messed around to get like a nice room sound, sort of a largish room sound. And that's the EQ I did before, but I'm just going to show you how I shape my reverb with EQ. So let's pull up a parametric EQ.
My dear Julia, how could you do this to me? You tear me down like I'm paper thin, if I'm being honest.
So what I'm doing here is I'm just getting rid of the lows, cutting them because it's not actually affecting any of that area. And I'm just getting a high shelf on the highs. So I'm just cutting a little bit of that so it's not as present in the mix. So, and then I'm just attenuating the mids a bit to the high sort of mids area there, just so it's less muddy.
You tear me down like I'm paper.
And then after I'm happy with the EQ balance, I then like to mix in how much of the reverb I want by putting it all the way to the bottom. So let's just go here. And then I listen to the whole mix.
Want to do, stare it down. My dear Julia, how could you do this to me? You tear me down like I'm paper thin.
So I'm just mixing in a little bit.
Honest with you now.
Or a little bit too much there.
All I wanted was to settle down.
Alright, so let's just listen without the filter at the same volume.
Stare it down. My dear Julia, how could you do this to me?
So it's a bit washy, it's a bit more present, which is not what we want, and then we'll just turn the EQ back on.
Stare it down. My dear Julia, how could you do this to me? You tear me down like I'm paper thin, if I'm being honest with you now.
So it's without the filter. With the filter. It's a little bit more back in the mix, and it blends in with the rest of the track more. So that's how you use EQ to shape your reverb and make it sit better in your mix. So by having your reverb on a parallel send, you can apply effects like I've done with the EQ and then cut frequencies to help mold it to your mix. Now you can instead boost frequencies to make your reverb more prominent in your mix, but I like to cut and then boost up with the fader instead. But each their own. So until next time guys, catch you later.